Welcome back to the Game or Sleep podcast, the show where we dive into gaming, pop culture, and occasionally how our sentient toilets are doing. And
No, now I
good
gotta
callback,
roll with it. You've
good
done this.
callback,
You've
good
made this
callback.
before.
I am your host Harry, and as always, I am here with my two buddies and co-hosts, Aaron and Larry.
Hello,
How are you guys
hello.
doing?
Yo, that was the most unhinged intro I've ever heard. I love it.
Take 32.
That was a third take, so we got it. We got it. We're fuck it. We'll do it
We got
live.
what we need, folks. We're out of here. Bye.
Well, today, guys, we're going to run down on the Xbox Developer Direct. Just some of the stuff that we went through, stuff we liked, stuff we didn't like. We're also going to be going into some other games, talking about games we've been playing and stuff.
Yeah, we just got stuff to talk about. I've got a lot to talk about and yip yap about. But that's what I do is I yip and I yap and you guys usually are here along for the ride.
I do like rides.
I don't because it upsets my tummy and my sentient toilet doesn't like it.
Well, going back to that conversation, I love that part of the episode. It was very crazy because it came out of nowhere, first and foremost. And like we just dove into madness in terms of like what in the world are is going on that we're talking about a toilet loving its job. What is this? What is this show? Dumpster on fire rolling
It's
down a hill.
it's the weird hypotheticals, like for
But the thing,
instance, for instance, would you rather have arms for legs or legs for arms?
arms for legs.
Yeah,
A
I'll
Arms for
take
second,
the arms
a
for
legs?
legs.
second set of opposable thumbs to grip would be more
Oh
handy
man,
than losing my hands. I couldn't imagine trying to grip a controller with my feet.
oh, you could co-op play a game by yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
it's not gonna reverse your feet or your hands and turn them into feet, right?
No, if you had feet for hands, it would.
oh, I mean, yeah,
So
I mean,
then
yes.
then your hands would be feet, and your feet would be hands.
Oh, I'm just imagining the walking, like since your arm's been this way, you bending back, you'd be flamingoing down while you're walking.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm done.
That's the end of the show, folks. Thank
I've
you for
just
being
hit the
here.
wall with this topic.
Thank you, listener.
Yeah.
I don't come to record this show for my daily dose of body horror.
Mm, mm, mm. Who's the guy that did that? Cronenberg.
Master of body horror, and I
Yeah.
Oh.
don't care for his work.
Oh, like The Thing and all that. Oh my god.
The
Oh,
thing was John
the thing was so
Carpenter.
good. Yeah,
Wasn't
that
Wasn't
was
it John
John
wasn't
Carpenter
he?
directed it.
Yeah, I say wasn't Cronenberg like the creature design though?
Cronenberg did stuff like The Fly, right?
Oh, that was
I'm
good
pretty sure
too.
was Cronenberg. Hold up. I'm gonna you
While you
guys.
while you look that up, speaking of The Fly, one of the things that I joked around with my, occupational therapist for my wrist issue that I had was, like, she would, like, grab my hand in like, a arm wrestling pose,
Yeah.
and kinda, like, bend my wrist and stuff like that, and I just my brain goes there, so I was like, "Hey, did you ever see the movie The Fly? Do you remember when Jeff Goldblum arm wrestles the guy in the bar and breaks his wrist? Well, that's what I picture here." And she's just like, "Uh,"
It's
Okay.
but
like,
but
sorry.
but no joke, she was actually really cool about it. She was started laughing because she knew the part, and, we
Alright,
were just
alright.
cackling about it afterwards.
Cronenberg was not part of The Thing. Says while John Carpenter directed the 1982 film The Thing, not David Cronenberg, it's frequently described as Cronenbergian due to its intense visceral body horror.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
it's
Okay.
definitely Cronenbergian for sure, but
it's like a Rick and Morty where they call like the creatures on that messed up Earth, they call them Cronenbergs.
yeah, yeah, totally. Because that was his whole shtick.
On the subject of, like, body horror, The Thing, and stuff like that, would it's very sad that these days horror doesn't really scare kids.
No.
My, my 11-year-old nephew watched The Thing with us over the like, summer for, like, the first time. We watched it in, like, broad daylight, so it was, like, one of the things where it's, like, you don't really have the scary, atmosphere either, but he was just like, "Haha, this is funny." Like,
So well, which one was
Yeah,
it? Was it the 82 version or was it like the mod
yeah,
okay.
it's the
yeah.
only version. Come on.
The other one was pretty good. Okay, I will say that. It
Mm,
doesn't hold a flame to it as much,
mm.
but, like, the CGI was amazing. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I don't
But
want CGI. I want practical effects.
well, I mean, it's kinda hard to show 2 people fusing together with practical effects. You just got 2 you got a guy there with 2 dolls just smashing them together. See, this is happening in the film, guys.
Now,
I mean,
kid.
they did it in the original
No, they
Yeah, they
had
did.
people
with practical effects, and it looked disgustingly grotesque and slimy, and
I
I
mean, I
still think
think
my favorite part of that is when the head gets up and runs away and then stands in the doorway and watches them, and then when they finally notice him, he scuttles away, or starts to scuttle away, I should say.
did you know that they, how they made the burn away for the title screen?
Yeah,
no.
they stab through paper.
No, uh, made the thing and then they lit a trash bag on fire.
Oh, I thought they poked holes in something. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. That rings a bell.
I love horror movies. I love movies in general.
I saw Terrifier 3 back back pre-accident, so this is, like, a whole different life ago, and I didn't know what I was walking into. And we talked about this before, but just to rehash it,
Mhm.
yeah, horror. That was nuts. I left my brother in the theater for probably the first 10 minutes of it because I was late and he didn't know what he was getting into either.
Oh,
So I went in
no.
there. I went in there and he just like turned to me, "What the fuck did you just bring me into?" Because there's like kids getting blown up in a mall.
I mean, Terrifier movies are on a different level.
The clown
Yeah.
is definitely a goat.
They're
No, no,
not
he's a
my
clown.
What?
I mean,
Stop.
the Terrifier series is not the genre of horror movies that trick my trigger. It's not my bag.
It falls
Yeah.
underneath the same hat as, like, the Leprechaun movies.
Except more, they go out for the most extreme kills possible.
Have you seen a Leprechaun movie?
Which one? In
Yes.
Space, In the Hood,
All any of
like,
them. Any of the 19,000 that came out. Hey, listen, I gotta stand up for, Leprechaun because it has my boy Warwick in it. Represent.
oh my god.
I'm a Warwick Davis since Willow, baby.
Yeah, Willow. My sister is very upset that they took the Willow series off the air,
Yeah.
like, you can't watch it at all. She talks about it all the time, and, like, she just wants to, like, stand for it really hard, and she just can't get people on board because we haven't seen it. Like, the people that missed it, and that's it.
It's a weird, like, thing how that happened because I watched the Val Kilmer Batman, and I was, like, looking at other movies with Val Kilmer in it. I was like, "I'll watch Willow." And then I was like, "Oh, man, I love Warwick Davis in this. This is great."
It's so good.
But I'd already watched the Leprechaun movies as a kid, and I didn't realize that was the same guy, and I was like, looked it up. I was like, "Oh my god, that's the Leprechaun."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. He's just in so much, it's awesome.
And he's Professor
Lo
Flitwick.
Yes. He's
Little
another character too, isn't he?
yeah, Griphook.
Yes. Here we go.
Probably more too because probably has like a bajillion credits on it, just like he does in Star Wars.
Yeah. Ah, man. Where were we going with this?
I don't know. Talked about horror
Derailed in the
movies,
first 10 minutes.
We
kids,
went straight into horror movies, like, welcome to the Gamer Sleep Podcast, the horror show
your
of
nephew laughing at
2026.
horror movies, and then I can quote the Grinch saying, "Kids today, so desensitized."
No, but for real. Yes. So
Yeah,
desensitized. I remember being traumatized by watching, the '90s miniseries It, and I didn't even
Oh
watch
my
the whole
god.
thing as a kid. Like, I was literally I think I was 4 or 5, and I saw, like, Georgie getting pulled into the sewer by Tim Curry's It, and
Mhm.
that traumatized me. My nephew watches it, and he's like, "This is cool."
I mean,
Goddamn YouTube.
desensitization has really been a thing. I heard it even brought up on another podcast lately, and someone brought up like, how did we go from like the 1970s where it was against protocol to even show a couple in bed in the same bed together to now we have Terrifier.
And we have
It's like
full-fledged boobies on TV now too.
right, and I'm not saying I'm not puritanical, like, oh, we should go back to how it was in the day, but it's like, where does it stop?
No, I'm angry because back in the '90s, I had to work for boobies. I didn't get them put on a TV show.
Watching those
Jesus
scrambled
Christ.
channels for a second of areola.
And it was man areola.
You couldn't tell. You just were like, yeah.
It'll do.
Oh my god. Speaking of areolas,
Did you guys look outside tonight? We have a solar storm. You can see the areolas.
I don't think that's what they're called, Harold.
Close enough.
Oh, the areola borealis?
So,
The Northern Lights.
Northern headlights, more like.
Guys, what have you been up to? Since the last episode, you get into anything, anything naughty, anything good, anything bad?
I slept. I built a chair and a desk for my wife because she works from home. And did I
You
say I
put on a little
slept?
you put on a little voice for that. Like, you turned into, like, a 1920s, like, newsie.
Yeah, yeah. I built a desk for my wife. She works
Yeah.
at home.
Oh, the tooth whistle and everything.
Crazy today. These women want to work. I,
anyway, I played some video
I
games.
was
I
doing a
played
bit.
some
I
video
was
games.
doing a bit. I was doing a bit. I was doing a bit.
So, Aaron, what did you do?
I played a lot of Stardew Valley. I got back into the Stardew Valley hole, so I've been playing that a lot. But I've also been
Stardew Valley's great.
it's such a time sink of comfort for me.
Yes.
But
When you told me how far you got into it, like, just in I don't know how long you had actually sunk a few days into it or weeks or whatever it might have been, but
days.
the way that you told me about it was, like, just so casual that you were like, "Yeah, Stardew Valley, I was playing that." And I got to, like, level 100 of the dungeon the mines, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit, like, I've been playing this game since it came out, and I still haven't hit level 100 in the mines." And it's like, I'm still playing the same game too, so, like, I just, like, go in every now and then and just
Every
vibe out.
every time I get into a new Stardew Valley hole, I start a new farm because I don't
Yeah.
like picking up where I was. So this
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
my third or fourth farm, probably, maybe fifth. But yeah, it took me like 2 days of gameplay. I'm in winter day 10. I'm in 100 level of the mines. I have the bus back, so I go to the desert. I'm going to the Skull Caverns. Like,
I've never gotten the bus. I've never set it up so
have
far.
you got the mine carts working? Because oh my
No.
god, getting the mine
No.
carts working is so good.
Nope, nope, nope. I just ride the elevator.
I've dug
Ah,
exactly 7 blocks in that game, and that's all I've done.
It's amazing. You should do more than that.
I always
it's a
get started, and then my kids distract me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I can come back to this later."
Yeah, fair enough.
That's
Kids,
fair.
they'll do that.
Stardew just becomes that game for me where I'm playing it on a Tuesday after work, and I'm like, I could do one more day, and it turns into 7 more days, and I'm up till
Right,
3, and it's like
right.
awesome,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
most relaxing way.
Yeah,
But
last time I was playing Stardew was, we went camping. So it was like Denise and I went camping, and we met our friends out who were camping. Her friend's husband brought his Switch. I brought mine because I knew he was going to, and then we just, like, sat around and played Stardew Valley when we had our downtime, and
ah,
it's just such a vibe, just sitting by the fire playing and stuff like that. Yeah. But
right,
anyway,
especially
I digress. I took it away from you.
no,
Keep
You
it's
going.
so
modern you modern campers with your Nintendo Switches.
I mean, it's totally fine because I like to hear how other people play it because it's also fun. Just like, dude, have you done a co-op farm?
No.
Because they you can do local Wi-Fi co-op farms. So me and my partner, Bookish Nicole, are playing a farm together too. And she
I
can be
didn't
like,
know
"Well, I'm
that.
gonna take care of
Wow.
the crops." I'm like, "Alright, I'm gonna go fish and go mining." She's like, "Alright," and we just go do our own thing and work
That's so
together.
fun.
So
That's so fun.
yeah, it's really cool. And you have your own house on the farm too, so there's 2 houses on the farm, and yeah.
And all right, do you need 2 copies of the game?
Yeah, but it's local Wi-Fi, and the game's like $7 now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Huh.
but it's a
What was
great little couch co-op, mindless, put something on the TV, play Stardew together.
Can you cross-play it that way?
I mean, I think so. I'd have to look
So,
into
like,
the crossplay aspect.
I'd be curious if I could be on my PC and then, like, Denise can start a farm with me on the Switch.
Uh,
But the Switch is a little finicky, so it'd have to be maybe on my Xbox.
no, the Switch version of Stardew is totally fine.
Okay. You
no,
know,
you
I just
cannot.
know how connectivity is on Nintendo.
Not have full crossplay between platforms.
It does not?
No, it doesn't.
No. No, not
Wow,
it's
that's a
not.
shame.
Well, get a Steam Deck, and
Yeah, yeah, that's the way to
then
go.
one person on PC, one person on Steam Deck, and you'd be golden.
Me and my wife played, what game was it? The one where you're the couple and you turn into dolls.
Oh, It Takes Two?
It Takes Two, yeah, if you buy that, you got, like, a code to give to somebody for a free copy of it.
Yeah. That one you only need 1
Okay.
copy to play.
Okay. Yeah, because that's same screen, right? Or no?
No, it
I don't
doesn't have
even
to
know.
be. No,
Doesn't
I
have
played
to
on the
be.
PC and my wife played on the Xbox.
That is I just know It Takes Two is, like has spawned so many of those, like, behind every wife trying to jump kind of videos where it's just
Is that
humor of, like,
Yeah.
somebody failing, like, somebody's just failing at jumps while another person sits there and waits.
It's got, like, the music behind it. It's like it's showing the dude, and it's like, dun 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 dun, and then it's like jumps over to the girl. "I ain't just a ballerina."
Just vibes all around. So Stardew Valley for you, Aaron. No
Yep.
gaming, but building stuff for you, Harold. Okay. I will share that I'm sleep deprived. We've been going to bed way too late, and for good
Hell yeah.
reason. Denise and I went out and hung out with some friends on Thursday. As we record this, actually, it's Saturday morning. It's the 24th. So when you guys finally hear this, all this stuff will pass. We'll probably see news that comes out, things like that. But to go back to events here, I got to play Mansions of Madness. I'm starting to slide down that board game like tabletop rabbit hole,
Hell yeah.
and I don't know if that's a good thing or not, really, because I don't know where the time went on Thursday night playing Mansions of Madness. Like, we got there at, like, 7, we had some food, we chatted for a while, and, um, yeah, Mansions of Madness was cool. Have either of you guys played that game before?
No.
The
No.
only stuff I've seen is what I've seen you stream.
I've
No.
never Mansions of Madness is a, tabletop.
Oh, I am so sorry. Yeah.
That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, so
No, 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 I've not seen Mansions of Madness at all then.
it's like an Arkham Horror type of game, and it uses a companion app, so you can use your iPad or your iPhone or whatever, your Android phone, to kind of push the game along, and actually it uses it to track things like enemy damage, or what is gonna populate on the map, the tabletop aspect of things, right? So there's the physical stuff that you have to put together, and you start as these investigators who each investigator has like a different stat for their health or for their sanity, and then they have all kinds of different attributes. So there's to kind of get name a couple. There's like lore, willpower, strength. The typical stuff you would
Yeah.
get if you're building a character, for example. So they have their own set cards, and they even have special abilities. Um, where a game like this would normally be really dense and difficult maybe to understand, it was actually really easy because the app pushes you along and just kinda tells you what to do. Um, the gameplay loop is essentially like investigator phase, so you get to take your actions and move around and investigate things. Um, and then there's a mythos phase, which is essentially your monsters or the the storyline. pushing along, and it's random, it's procedural. So the next time you play the game, it will build out differently, right? So you're kind of exploring and building out this house that you're gonna unveil the story in as you go
Mhm.
along, which is awesome. It was so neat because normally in a board game, you got one board and you're moving your pieces along. So I almost liken this to like a very in depth Clue.
Mhm.
Um,
Ooh.
or otherwise just like a mystery type of game. So like our goal was to find out what happened to the Vanderbilt um, estate. So like
Oh,
there was Mr. Vanderbilt was at his house and he went missing and we had to find out what happened to him. And as we went along, there were cultists and monsters and ghosts and all these different things that came at us and it was really neat. It's a cooperative game, so you're working together until you go insane.
so it's
If
kinda
your
like
character, yeah, go ahead.
built onto, like, Clue. It's like,
There are scenarios that way, yeah. So
that's
if we
cool.
played a scenario, you know, like Clue, then you're
Mhm.
playing something very similar, like this person's dead and who did it, right? What we were doing was like find this person essentially. So there's all kinds of different scenarios. There's a bunch of different expansions. It could be
Mhm.
cosmic horror. It could be it could be so many different things, which was awesome. Um, and I was a little bit daunted by it at first, but Denise and I actually sat down. We wanted to make sure we could get into the game and play without having them having to teach us too much. So we
Yeah.
watched some videos, and the how to play videos were like really good online. So it was very easy for us to pick it up and just go through it. And uh, yeah, I mean, I recommend it if you're looking for a game night and where normally like everybody with tabletop, it's like, oh yeah, you could probably get through it in an hour or so. We didn't leave until 1:30.
Ooh,
Got there at
that's a
7.
good that's a good night though.
I mean, it was. It don't get me wrong. Like I was a little cranky because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 before I got to sleep. Um, but it was a fun time. It was great. Like, and we did stop a lot. Like we were like sidetrack ADHD, just
Oh, of
chatting stuff
course.
like that. Um, but the vibes were good for the game. We screencasted the app onto the TV, and it has music and narration, so it plays that stuff. But otherwise, when you have to read stuff, we got into it, and we were reading in creepy voices and all that kind of stuff. So that was a good experience, and it makes me want to play more games, for better or for worse. It makes me want to play more tabletop.
I mean, this sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm looking at it. It looks so cool. Like
Hmm.
all of this. Yeah,
Hmm.
I might have to get it. Dang.
Yeah, totally cool. Totally cool. Good vibes. Turn the lights down, and then there's a lot of parts to the game. So it's a piece heavy type of game. Um, but they organized it so well. Like they had the home like the home pieces, like the tiles that build out the house. There are these like they had a binder and there are currency sleeves. So like you would normally put money in these sleeves and put them in a binder. They put the tiles inside of those sleeves in a binder, and you could just flip through them to grab whatever you needed, which was very smart
Oh, that
instead of
is
having to go
cool.
through. Yeah. And then they had like a tackle box for all the pieces, which was very crafty, I thought, instead of
I
having them
mean,
in the box.
yeah, it makes it easier for transport, I'm sure. Especially if you
Yeah,
start getting
definitely.
like expansions and stuff, and you just keep it organized. And
Oh yeah, they had like 3 expansions that were physical, and then you go through the app and you can see that there's different stories for each expansion. So there's probably like I wanted to say like we scrolled through like 10 or 15 of them because there's just so much content.
yeah, I love all of the minis. It all looks so cool. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and, let's see, on that note, I know my D&D adventure is gonna be starting soon, hopefully, so getting into Dungeons& and Dragons, we talked about that a little last show. That's 0 session, I think, is happening the 29th.
Or if you guys hear a little bit something in the background, my daughter woke up rough.
Oh, that's okay. That's alright. Life happens, you know?
Mhm.
Um, so I'm excited for the 0 session. That'll finally happen with a new group. I'm just getting introduced to these folks for the first time, so we'll see how the party gels. Um, and with that being said, Denise and I went out and I got some minis for my Stranger Things box to
Ooh,
replace the cardboard pieces. So I have the heroes that we'll play as for when we finally do the Stranger Things starter set.
I want to do an online campaign with you guys so bad. I want to find a good DM though to do like an online campaign.
I'll do it.
ooh. All right,
I
all
don't know
right.
how to DM yet, but I will.
I've DM'd a couple
So,
times, but I am a train wreck at being a DM.
I
so
can see where it could be tough.
yeah, yeah, I couldn't imagine. But I question then, Larry. So Session
Yeah.
Zero happened. Are you going in with a character in mind? Are you using the same character you used for your other one shot, or are you
So,
gonna go there without a
good question.
plan?
No, that's a good question. So the only one shot that I did had a character that was already pre-made, and that's not mine. So I have a human fighter, and I have the Drow sorcerer that I made. And my buddy John, that's doing this, had us all set up as level 3. So we're gonna
Yeah,
start this off as level 3, and yeah, I'm carrying over my Drow sorcerer for this, um, and just going to use that character in this story. So we're gonna learn what the story is. We're gonna go through and make sure our characters are all good. We have the right equipment, things like that, and then we will schedule our in person where we'll actually play together, which is fun. I can't wait for it. It's been since the summer we've been talking about doing this, and yeah, we're fighting the big boss right now, which is scheduling.
scheduling is the biggest difficulty when it comes to D&D for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
and I
But
think
anything.
February 1st, I put it on my calendar for, yeah, for me to DM, for Denise, my niece Catherine, and, my nephew Gabe, who really wants to play, and my brother to play the Stranger Things adventure. So, I'm hoping we can all keep to that day and everything's okay and we're able to play and enjoy it. And in the meantime, I'm scrambling to learn how to DM effectively so that I'm not, making it not fun.
watch some Dimension 20. Get some vibes for it.
I've been doing that. I've just been reading through the guide and like running combat is one of the things for me. I'm not really a math guy, so I'm gonna have my abacus and move some beads around like a child. Um, yes, um, but I'm excited for it. I'm like I bought this for a reason. I want to do this. I want to apply myself to that and have fun with it. And I'm nervous, but as long as the group knows, "Hey, let's have fun with it," that kinda thing, it will be okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fine, man, no matter what. Like, if the
Mhm.
group is having fun, then you're being successful. Doesn't
Right.
matter if it's your first time or your 200th time. Like, if it's fun, you've won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and it's not everybody's style, so some s some of us that'll be playing are kinda, like, new to it, and also new to the aspect of, like, this is the type of game this is.
Right, right. Because what I've always struggled with, because I've only played D&D a handful of times, has been, like, the actual role-playing aspect
mhm.
and getting into my character and being my character and not just me playing a character.
We would all
Right.
get drunk and end up like being stupid about it at near the end of it.
I mean, but part of it is being stupid, especially if that's, like, the vibe of your campaign.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like, it's like the whole thing of, like, I've been in play groups where, like, "Hey, don't metagame," and I had
Yeah.
to have that explained, and it's like, just because you as a person knows that this chest is a mimic doesn't mean your character does. Like,
Right. Right.
and you have to keep that kinda stuff in mind, and that can be hard for people
Want to
to be like,
inspect
"Well,
the
I know
chest.
mimics are weak against fire." Yeah, but does your rogue? It's like
Right, and that's what can make things, like, tricky, like, I have to be adaptable. I have to learn as a DM also to be, like I kinda gotta go with the flow a little bit and not be too rigid, and that's gonna take a lot of prep. That's gonna take
but
a
you can't
lot of,
also
like
yeah, because
yeah,
you can't also be too loose and just let anything fly,
right,
Yeah, see,
because
but you gotta
I
find the
don't
middle
there
ground.
there's no
my
rules.
my
There
experience
isn't.
with D&D was I started playing with Aaron and our buddy John and his brother and our buddy Dan, and I don't remember who else was there, but we would, like, be more free about it, But then I started when I bought my I didn't buy. When I got my first apartment, I started playing with people who were more hardcore about it, and they were like, "Don't metagame, don't do all that stuff." And it's like, okay, I like actually getting into the role playing it like bit of
Yeah,
it.
Right. Yeah, and that's part of it is just you just have to kinda let go maybe of some of the I don't know, that rigidness, like, uh,
Mhm.
John, for example, he's like, I don't care about, like, you carrying food, I don't care about how many javelins you have or arrows you have, like, we're not gonna care about that."
Dude,
Um,
there are
and
some
that's
guys though. There are some people like that make it like either weird or make it unsufferable to play. Like some DMs like, "Oh, you're actually carrying 5 arrows and your character can only carry 3 at a time." And it's like,
yeah. That's
dude,
that's not my style of what I want to get out of D&D.
then you
same.
got you got the overrole players, like the
Right.
"Hello, princess."
Like, if I ever go to a session 0 and I am with a DM that's like, "I'm gonna take carry weight very realistically," I'm like, "I'm done. I don't wanna carry about, like I can only carry 23 pounds of this."
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
it's more of a hindrance, like, if you wanna play a realism game, then you sign up for something like that.
"Sorry,
right.
DM. I have a bag of holding so you can suck my balls.
"Hey, that's rude."
Suck my bag of holding."
Well, and it depends. Some people do like the realism aspect. Like, if you wanna worry about carry weight and hunger and thirst and all that, yeah, play a survival game, sure.
Dude,
Mhm.
But not my
If you
me
can
bag.
only carry 20 pounds of something, I mean, come on. I mean, I get it,
Right.
like, you're not gonna be jumping like a spider monkey if you got 20 pounds of weight on
Right.
you, but
If your
how
rogue
20
has
pounds be?
200 if your rogue has 287 loaves of bread, he's not gonna be as agile, sure.
All cheese.
he's gonna be able to withstand fall damage, though.
There you go, see? Take that fall damage
Oh,
with advantage, you're fine.
I always carry a pack of Sunbeam White in case I fall.
yeah, yeah.
I prefer Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread.
Dave's Killer. I like Dave's Killer bread.
Sara Lee, the rye. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be that person. We haven't bought bread in, like, 6 months because my girlfriend makes it.
Yeah.
Well, well.
Fancy pants over
I said I'm
here.
gonna be that person, like,
Has she made a new loaf, after
uh,
the chocolate one that she did?
yes, last night she just finished a new sourdough loaf that was hot honey and Asiago cheese, and it's amazing.
Well, why in the hell did we not see a picture of it? Are
Yeah.
you
Because I
not
happened
proud
to
of her work?
I am proud of her work, and it turned out delicious, but we cut into it at, like, 2 a.m. last night.
You
So,
coulda still sent a picture. I was
yeah.
awake. Maybe, I think.
Even
I
not.
don't know.
Waking up to bread pictures, that's like
It it turned out really well, and put in her homemade salted butter on it.
it's
Ah.
the hot honey, man. I have been, like, really trying to fuck with some hot honey lately.
Yeah, and this is, like, we bought at a local honey farm, and it has a you can see a chipotle pepper in the middle of the
Mhm.
jar of hot honey, and it's so good. Anyway.
No, listen, like, we could talk about hot honey stuff all day. Listen, when Denise and
Listen,
I went to New Orleans the last time, we went to the Ruby Slipper. I highly recommend it if you go to New Orleans ever. The Ruby Slipper, there's
Ooh.
2 locations, I think, in New Orleans. One closed down, I think, or was temporarily closed. But it's like a little, like, brunch place, and you said hot honey, I immediately thought of the Ruby Slipper because it
I'm
had, like, hot honey, like, waffles and chicken. It was great.
Yeah, I just went to their website, and I'm just gobsmacked with how beautiful this food looks. But
Gobsmacked. Wow.
I like to
I
have a wide
I like that.
vocabulary.
I like that.
Like, I just see on their front page, like, king cake beignets, and it's like, "Oh man."
Yes.
Ugh,
I need to go back. I need to go back. Hopefully, we're
alright.
planning for in the next year or so that we can actually get back down there, visit family, do stuff like that.
I also wanna go to New Orleans again soon. I love that city.
It's
sounds
fun.
kid.
I think last time I went there, we stayed in the Garden District. It was
That's
nice.
where that's where I grew up.
Yeah, stayed at a nice little hotel. Our hotel had a spiral staircase in the room that had a loft with a second bed up there.
Mm,
It
I
that's
was
wish I
nice.
cool.
slept in the loft.
I did.
I grew up on Britannia Street. So, like, just kind of around the corner from St. Charles Street where the streetcar is, things like that. So that's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we rode the streetcars to get around.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the way to do it. All right. I've taken up so much of the time here. Do you guys wanna start talking about the developer direct?
I
Yeah,
do.
I do.
Okay.
I do. The Xbox because let's be honest, none of us have great vibes with Xbox right now. Like they are not on good terms with the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird to say the least.
Yeah,
Mhm,
because
mhm,
so my expectations going into this were pretty I don't care, but I'm gonna give it a chance.
mhm.
Pleasantly surprised. I think this was an extremely strong showing.
Yeah, it was a short show, but I mean, with that being said, I think it's worth noting that what they did show was awesome. Um, I'm a little lukewarm on at least one of the games, for example, which maybe we might mirror that. Aaron, I think
What's
you might be warmer if I had to guess on the Game Freak game that was that
I mean,
Beast of
was shown off.
Reincarnation.
it looks cool, it looks well done, it looks pretty, it looks like a Souls-like with some Sekiro-esque parry
Yeah.
systems, and I think it's also Game Freak being gonna wanna like, "Hey, look, everybody, it's not our fault that Pokemon games suck, it's the Pokemon Company. We can do cool games.
Right, right, and the game that
We
we're
can
talking about
do
is
voice
Beast of
acting."
Reincarnation. Beast of Reincarnation is what, was revealed, developed by Game Freak, which is so surprising to see, like, "Whoa, not a Pokemon game." Like, cool. I'm a little bit more like, I need to see more from it. It looks
Exactly.
to me, it looks a little generic, not to be, like, mean about it, but
Mm.
when you stack that up against them, putting more out on Fable. I'm not a car guy, but Forza looks beautiful as well, and then, just the goofiness that was what Double Fine announced. We'll get to that in a moment. But it's safe to say, Aaron, that you are like, are you excited for Beast of Reincarnation? Are you kind of like, hey, that's a game?
I think
I'm
Or what do you think? What do you, both of you?
I'm more than, "Hey, that's a game," but I'm not quite necessarily, "Oh, I'm gonna get that day one."
Yeah.
I'm, "Cool, I wanna see what Game Freak is capable of, not being held back by spending limits from another company." Like saying, "This is what we wanna do as a team. This is we're putting our own money and our own resources behind this." Because I think they are kind of tired of being pegged as the reason the Pokemon games look so mediocre.
Right.
And they wanna show, "No, this is what we're capable of. We can do something more elaborate, something that looks good, sounds good, plays like a real modern game."
Yeah.
And maybe it's their motivation to be like, maybe this will give the Pokemon Company reason to give them more money, to, like, let us do something more.
Yeah.
I think my main complaint was, like, the movement mechanic looks a little bit blocky and, like, the vine popping up when you're, like, double jumping, it looks kinda corny.
Yeah, it definitely it's one of those things, it's like, "Okay, this is, like, early footage," how
Yeah,
does that
Right.
how does the polish come into effect? You know, the developers there have obviously got talent, how are they going to apply that talent to something that they're not used to doing? Or at least that we're not publicly aware of that they've been, like, kinda flexing that development muscle? It's gonna be interesting to see
Right,
that.
because I think the art direction's cool. I like the post-apocalyptic, future, dilapidated, cyber tech, but also solar punk nature vibes, like,
Yeah,
it's got a cool vibe, it's got a cool look.
mhm,
I gotta see how it plays.
right,
I gotta see if
yep.
the story's good. I gotta there's still a lot of stuff going on, but I'm more intrigued than I was before this showcase and more hopeful.
Okay.
yeah.
Now, I don't have it on the list here, but, Double Fine announced or not announced, but we saw some gameplay and some of the, creative aspect of,
Kiln,
Kiln, which is like a pottery-based, fighter, like, multiplayer game.
like a MOBA.
It looks chaotic. Harry and I were watching it before you jumped on, and, like, just tongue in cheek, like, innuendo and, how, like, crazy, like, that could be. Like, we were just chuckling like 12-year-olds at this game.
I mean,
It's like
and that's I think what it's gonna succeed at. It's gonna be a great party game. It's gonna be a
Right.
great, "Let's get a group of 4 friends over here, let's have a few drinks, and let's make giant clay phallics and beat each other with them."
see, my
Yeah.
my initial reaction was, "I'm gonna make a bong."
Right? And that's I heard that so much of. How strong do you think a bong's gonna be in this game?
A bong with legs and, like, with a butt sticker on it. Like, yeah.
Right.
But secondly, what I brought up with Larry, did they really have to cheek up the spirits?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
they
yes,
did.
yes.
They made the right choice.
Yeah, putting the butt cheeks on them, is funny.
They look
Like,
reminiscent of Dick Butt. I don't know if you know who Dick Butt is, but
Oh god.
no, no. I like
look
that
up
you seem to hold that fondly in your heart.
oh, Dick Butt was, like, all over, man.
No, I think this one looks really fun, it looks really cute, it looks
Looks chaotic. It looks
and I
chaotic
just
in a good way.
I mean, heck, I could see people just saying, "I just wanna go and create characters. I don't even wanna play the fighting aspect of it. I just wanna make pots." Like, it looks so cool. Like,
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
if this is, like, $30, it might be like, "Alright, yeah, that'd be cool."
To me, it's giving, like, Splatoon vibes too.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I like
It
it.
it seemed like it had, like, a MOBA feel to it, like,
Mhm.
going to, like, collect water and put out the other team's kiln, their furnace is funny to me.
Yeah, I'm really into this. This
It
was a
would be
surprising.
it would be so crazy to see it as, like, a esport. Like, got so good, just, like, people fighting as pots in an esport.
Imagine how that, like, kinda like the meta has to be taking that seriously, like, it's gotta be deep, in a certain way. Or, I mean, maybe you go the opposite direction, it's so surface level that fuck it, you're just gonna jump in and play a match or 2. I'm not a
Right.
multiplayer guy, but this seems like if you're being sweaty over this game, you just don't belong here.
Yeah.
Right, 'cause, what I don't wanna hear is like, "What's the new meta?" "Oh, big urn."
You're
It's like,
right.
"Alright. Small
Alright,
bull's
you got
out. Small bull is out. It's all about big urn."
hey, you can't be a skinny pot, you gotta be a thickum.
Come on, bro, switch off base.
We really need a pot over a vase right now, come on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Someone
intrigued
beat
by
the
that game.
teapot.
I'm intrigued and, time will tell, this might be the thing that I forget about by the time it comes out and I'm surprised and then, who knows, maybe it's something that we all jump into. But, I know what I'll definitely jump into is Fable.
Oh, yeah.
I I'm so impressed with what this is. This trailer really sold me on it finally. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was with the last one, I was super hesitant. I'm like, "I don't know. We'll see. We'll see," because that's a really hard vibe to hit.
I actually forgot about the reveal trailer that had the actor from, the It Crowd. Like, I forgot about that, and,
They
like,
als
this brought it back for me.
they
Go
also
ahead, Harry.
have, the one guy from the Inbetweeners too.
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, like, that to me was, like that was a funny, like, reveal, but it also didn't do much for, like, "Hey, what is the game gonna be like?" Right? Come to find out that in addition to, like, that kind of, like, cameo or, that kinda style, they'll have throughout the game, they'll have these office-like interviews. So, like, do you remember, like, in The Office where a camera would be with one character talking for a little while and it's kinda like breaking the fourth wall kinda thing?
Yeah.
So they
Mhm.
have that going on in this game, which I am like, "Alright, sold, done." But then to see that there are handcrafted NPCs that all have their personalities, names, all these different things, and there's, like, 1,000 of them that you could, marry and have kids with and, build your life with and,
Yeah.
for your created character. I
Mhm.
think, like, "Alright, cool, you guys are starting you really know what Fable was about," which was making your character feel like it lives in a living world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything impressed me about this showcase with this game is the combat looked cool, the magic looked cool, the world looked cool, the art direction looked interesting and fresh compared to what we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
they're kinda
they
taking some of the best things of Fable and keeping them.
Yeah, and just like the small stuff like turning something into a chicken and drop kicking it. It was like, all right,
What I thought was really funny
it
was,
looks so good.
like, they turned an enemy into a chicken, kicked it, and then it turned back into a person and continued clucking and pecking the ground like a chicken once
Right.
he turned back into a person, which was, like, a cool touch. I thought that was a neat touch.
And it shows that they're keeping the humor aspect alive and not taking
Yes.
themselves too seriously at the same time.
Which Fable, didn't really take itself too seriously, like the first and second one. The third one, I didn't
Kind of
stick
did.
with,
Now,
but
do you think they're going to keep the campiness? Are they? Because they haven't shown the morality aspect yet, have they? Really?
No,
Of good
I
choices,
don't think
bad
so.
choices, good and evil.
I mean,
They've
they
brought it
touched on it.
up,
they
but
Yeah.
do you
talked
think?
about it.
But do you think we're
N
going to get to the aspect of if you go full hard evil, are you going to grow horns? Are you going to
you're
be
not. You're not.
I
So
wish. I wish.
they took that out because they put it more on the world than on you.
Mhm.
So the NPCs will have different opinions of you. And
okay?
for example, you could go to the next town. Here's just an example. I don't know the gameplay or anything like that, but the example is you can go to the next town. You could be a slumlord, you could be a jerk, and that's the way they'll think of you. But you can go back to another town and they love you and you're a hero. Like that's kind of the way that that
Okay.
works.
Yeah, this might be one of my super hopeful day one purchase. Hopefully, I don't regret this kind of games.
Yeah, yeah, I think it'll definitely be one of the games that I try out, if for nothing else, to relive what I got from Fable 1 and Fable 2.
Now that you
See,
can,
and
create your own character too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There were some grumpy people online, as
Mhm.
there always is,
Oh, yeah.
and I want your opinions on this, guys, because, some grumpy gusses online were mad that, uh, they appeared to back off of having it just be a female protagonist in favor of a create a character system. So, I mean, I'm of 2 minds of this, right? You on one hand, you've got like, "Hey, female protagonist,
Well,
great, support women," that kinda thing, right? But on the other hand, you've got, representation. Be
yeah.
yourself. Be who you wanna be in this game.
And they
yeah,
brought that up in the trailer, like, "Be who
Mhm.
you want to be."
and I,
Right.
and I feel like that's what Fable's always kind of been in a way. Like, yeah, it's
Mhm.
not been a create your own character in a Fable game, so it's been very your character is who you want it to be.
And
Make them as
Right.
good or as evil or as whatever as you want. This game to me very much leans into the mindset of yeah, make your own character. It's your world. It's your character. It's go.
they also did not take her out outright. That she is just one of, I think, 4 or 5 characters you can choose from, and then start, like, customizing based off that character.
Right. I mean, I think this game's probably always been intended to be a create your own a self character insert game because that's just what it seems like. But obviously, I'm also totally fine like having games where it's like, no, this is a very woman based story, female
Mhm.
issues, like female main character, and that's very integral to the story of the game. So
Like
we don't want to
like Bayonetta and all that good
like
stuff.
Final Fantasy, like not Final Fantasy, like
I was not rubbing my boobs for a reason. I was scratching my chest.
like I was gonna say like Silent Hill F. That is a game where you cannot make the character a man and have it have the same impact. It
Right.
has to be a female character.
Mhm.
Like,
Gotcha.
but that doesn't. I don't feel like that's what Fable's ever been. Like,
I get what you mean, like, there's, like, story reasons or, I don't know, like, emotional reasons why you are the character you are,
right?
and in
Games
this
that
case,
have
this is meant to
very
be like, your character is meant to be like a
a
piece of
self
clay,
insert.
essentially, that you mold, yeah.
Right, right, and it's yeah. I'm obviously more than happy with a game that narrative intent. The character is a set person because that's the story we're telling.
Right.
Mhm.
Fable seems very much like, yeah, there's gonna be a middle end story, but it's Skyrim-esque of go where you want, do what you want, be what you want,
Fully open
whatever.
world t too.
Yeah,
Right. So creator character makes sense to me here.
Yeah.
yeah. And the game looks beautiful. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, if you haven't been able to go see the videos, like, look up, the Xbox Direct, and you'll find, they show off that gameplay. They show off combat, the landscape of a certain area of the game. Um, speaking to you, listener, Definitely check it out if you've never played a Fable game
No,
before. This
I
is going to
love the
be
art style.
it's
Mhm.
like for a new generation, they get to experience it, it's awesome. Love it.
I am a little bit bummed with the art style. I wish they would have kind of stuck with, like, the old school, like, big head, like, cartoon body kinda thing. Because like, I love the old Fable art style.
Yeah, but what someone pointed out to me, like, "Oh my god, I see it," is this looks like you're playing a game in the Shrek universe in a good way, like, positive.
I mean,
Like
I still enjoyed it for the time. It was pleasing to look at, especially on, like, the 360 and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I
right.
what makes me curious about, like, taking that style into today is, like, okay, how does that fit and play in a way that they want to, you know, create it at this point, right? Because I think some of that was, yes, art direction, but also some of it was a little bit of a limitation of the time,
Yeah. Like, the
you
Yeah.
big
know?
heads, big eyes, way easier to do with lower poly counts
Right.
in modeling.
I guess
Mhm.
it makes more sense since they're not doing the chaotic good or chaotic, evil kind of horns or halos.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Right.
I
But
mean, I think it's a good evolution, in my
Mhm.
opinion, like,
yeah.
the way I feel about
I
it.
am very excited to play it
'Cause
regardless.
it still looks fantastical, it looks fantasy as hell, it's dripping with, like, storybook fantasy look,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, one of the things that, I was listening to, Ryan McCaffrey talk about it, and he interviewed, I think it was Ralph, who was director of the game, I believe. I'll misspeak on that, but either way, he spoke with somebody from the team, and they said, "Yeah, this isn't a fantasy game, this is a fairy tale game."
Yeah, and it
And
looks like it.
And yeah, that there's a distinction there that sets it apart from other fantasy games that are out on the market. And I thought that was a great like that's a great soundbite to put out there because it's like, yeah, this isn't just another fantasy game. You know, what brings people that have not experienced this before into it? All right, this is a different game. This is a different style of game.
Right, I mean, like, I'm looking at a screenshot right now that looks like straight out this could be in a Hansel and Gretel picture book of, like, giant vegetables, thatched roof hut in the woods, it's like, yeah, this looks like a fairy tale, and it just I wanna explore this world, I wanna see what it's about, I don't know, I'm excited. I'm rambling, but
So,
I'm excited.
yeah, yeah. From the same studio, Forza 6 was it? Was put on this as
Is
well
this
on this docket. And
Horizon Forza Horizon?
yeah.
My favorite crossover, Forza Horizon Zero Dawn. No, I think it's Forza Horizon 6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is 6,
Ha-
you're right.
Harry, you sounded like you were excited about this.
I'm
I
excited for this.
listen, I wanna be able to drive through Japan. If you can ask Aaron, since we've known each other, I've always been like, "I wanna go to Japan. I wanna go to Japan."
I
And
think
since
this is the best setting they could have done to get me interested in this game just because yeah, because the racing scene in Japan is
and
so unique.
that and you
Okay,
get, like you get all the seasons, so you can drive through there during, like, the cherry blossom blooms,
Yeah.
that's cool.
and then you get, like, you go up into the mountains, and you get, like, the 15-foot high snow drifts in the mountains that they've, like, plowed out.
Yeah, it
Y-
looks so good.
You putting it that way just painted like my theater of the mind. It just made me excited for it, and I don't typically care for driving games. Like I've played Horizon, and I've just kind of been like, "Meh, all right, that's cool."
It's just
Um, but I appreciate that they craft a great driving game, arcadey and simulation, both. And
yeah, they definitely meet the
yeah,
middle ground of that to, like you can swing it each way. If you want to be more arcadey or more sim, you can.
I wonder if you can, visit the mountain shrines in your car.
Dude, I wanna see more of this game. I just it's crazy to me we've hit the point where it's like, this looks photorealistic.
And they teased Gundam on top of that.
Okay, I have one major gripe though.
didn't catch that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was at the very end of the trailer after it faded to black, it came back, and you just saw a Gundam foot lower behind a car, and
Yeah.
it's like, "Alright, what are we doing here?" But my big complaint is how do they not even invoke 1 ounce of Tokyo Drift?
Maybe in the next trailer.
Like, if they need to have at least that song in the soundtrack. Just
you're gonna get like a DLC that's gonna be cars
The
from Tokyo Drift.
oh, dude.
like, if you're just playing this game and once you get passed by someone voiced by Vin Diesel in a Charger, it's like, "Alright."
Our family.
Family is everything.
Ah.
Forget about it, cuh.
But no, like, I'm this I it blows my mind to say that 2 of the games I'm looking forward to this year are a Microsoft Studios game.
Yeah,
And I
right.
guess and that's where we've gotten weird at this point is I have full faith in Microsoft Studios to make good games. I have no faith in the Xbox team.
Yeah, I mean, so it's the thing that we've talked about this, like, we've been doing this since 2022. We've talked about acquisitions, studios being acquired by major companies. You gotta look at it in the perspective that we are getting games from those studios that are paid by the bigger companies. So, I mean, we're still gonna get some of that, like, the little cuddling tender love you're gonna get from games, but they're just gonna have bigger names behind them
I
sometimes.
mean I mean, at least when it comes to Fable and Forza, this has been a Microsoft studio for a very, very, very long time. Playground
Mhm.
Games has been Microsoft since its inception.
Yeah.
So that is one asterisk there, but it's just the fact that both these games are gonna come out on PlayStation day one. Eh.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
well, it
you gotta
goes
look
off
at
of the this is an Xbox
yeah.
advertising that they wanna do.
Yeah, but if everything's an Xbox, nothing's an Xbox.
But
You
if
could look at
nothing's
it
an
both
Xbox,
ways. They just wanna get their games out there. Like, if you can sell more Fable, why wouldn't you? Is kind of the question, you know? And it's a sad thing to see that, you see kind of like a dissolving of the brand that
we
you've
just
come to
call
support
it
over the years. But it
Xbox
is what it is.
adjacent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just kinda is what it is at this point, you know? You know?
All right, and I will stand corrected. At least for Forza Horizon 6, it will be coming to PlayStation later 2026 than Xbox and PC.
Mhm.
But still.
Yeah. At this juncture, though, like, hey, I'm not gonna be mad because more people get to play a game. It just if anything, it helps to support games in a better way, because the industry seems to be changing to a point where AAA games are less and less sustainable. We're seeing it with Ubisoft, they're falling
Oh
apart.
god, what a train wreck Ubisoft
Hmm.
is.
We can talk about that on the next show because that's a whole different topic. But I don't want to.
We'll put
I'm
that in
not. I'm not.
the Google Doc for the next show.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to go in on them. But
I mean,
Aaron,
is
I see you're ready. I see you're
yeah,
ready.
I am because I'm curious. Like, this is just a teaser for a potential next week, but like, are we going to see the potential rise and fall of the next generation of big game studios? Like, are the major ones from our childhood all going to die out because they're unsustainable? And all these indie studios that have been doing quote unquote double A games increase their budgets because they have more sales and make the new triple A games, and we're going to have a new wave of bigger studios that
I
are
wanna
more
talk about this,
sustainable.
so we should probably leave it
Put
a
a cork
little
in it.
put a cork in it until because if
Leave a
not,
pin.
I'm not gonna be able to hold it back and be like,
Yeah,
this is what
because
I think."
there's a lot to
You'll be a
talk about where the industry is currently, where gaming is going
yeah.
in a whole, because things are changing. We're in a
Mhm. Oh,
very
yeah.
rocky time for tech and gaming and everything as a whole.
Mhm.
I have
Yeah.
vast thoughts on current gaming.
Hey, Harry, what do you think of current gaming? It's
Yes.
good.
I mean, and the games have been good.
Yeah, there's been some great ones.
But like we stated in our last show, it's like, yeah, but all of my favorite games from last year were from quote unquote indie studios
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
$60 games, not $80 games.
I've been having so much more fun with smaller games. I think I spent $8, $9, I think, and I got Kingdom of Night, and I've been playing that on stream and in between continuing The Witcher.
Is that the one I sat
And
there and watched you play for, like, a couple hours?
oh, yeah, yeah, and so, like, I have a tough time putting it succinctly, like, what that game is, um, but you're hunting down nightmarish demons
Mhm.
to save the town of Miami, Arizona in an '80s themed isometric action RPG. There you
It
go. That's
is
a great way to put it.
it was very entertaining. That's the one where you, like, find stuff and you, like, upgrade your kit as you go, correct?
Oh, yeah. It's got the RPG elements,
Mhm.
almost Dungeons& and Dragons-esque, right? Obviously, there's
Mm.
no dice rolling or anything like that, but it's very Stranger Things. It's kinda how it came across to me, was it's got that vibe, it's got an awesome soundtrack. For the most part, there's a lot of silence as you're exploring. I got Goonies, I got Stranger Things, and then when you get into combat, like I did last night when I was streaming, I fought a giant locust that was seducing one of my other high school classmates into thinking that he was going to breed with it and live with it forever for the rest of his life. And I fought this thing, and the music kicked in, and it was just like, "Fuck, this is good." And
Yeah.
this game is not like getting a ton of hype, right?
Yeah.
It's not
It
doing like that much because it's like an indie type of game. It's developed by the Friends of Safety and Black 7 Studios, and then the Friends of Safety is also referenced in the game as almost being the big bad, kind
yeah.
of, that
I
unleashed the demons on Miami, Arizona.
I
What
think the
is this
cool
called again?
thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's it
No, go
called
ahead.
again?
It's called Kingdom of Night.
Yeah, Kingdom of
Thank
Night.
you.
I
Yes.
thought it was cool was, the day-night cycle where you watch your steps count down.
Oh, no, this one is different. You're thinking
Oh,
of
that's what I was
you're
asking,
thinking
like,
yeah, you're thinking of He Is Coming.
he is coming, yes.
Yeah, He Is Coming was good as well, and that was a little, like, little gem too. That one was, um, roguelike, roguelite, however you wanna put it. I would struggle to put it into category, but yeah, that day and night cycle was neat, and
See,
I
you
just
were
get
going into it, I was like, "Yeah, this sounds like what I sat there after last podcast and watched you play for a couple hours." And I was like,
okay, my mistake, my mistake. I assume because you were in yesterday for a bit too, so
mhm,
I thought you were talking about that, but no, He Is Coming is good. That's got great chip tunes, great style. Kingdom of Night came across my desk, we'll say, and I gave that a shot. And man, it's good. It's good,
I
and
just I
I'm looking for more experiences like that.
yeah, I love how this game looks. It
Hmm.
looks so cool. It
I
sounds
had a
so
lot of fun.
cool. Like,
It's not voice acted or anything, and there are some flaws to the game. It's not perfect, but I
mhm,
love just sitting there and being on stream reading those characters out loud. When I have the energy, I go full voice actor and just voice the things and just have fun with it. And then otherwise, it's just I could sit down like I'm excited for the snow day because I'm gonna sit down and play some more games and just
right.
let the snow entomb me here because we're expecting 15 to 20 inches in New Jersey.
Jeez.
even if
But
we got
but
that, I'd still go to work. I still have to go to work.
I don't. I wouldn't.
Well,
But
for us, it's the weekend, so
yeah. But here's the thing to keep in mind. Like you say, you're having a great time in this game. You love most things about it. It has its flaws. It's a $20 game.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
not talking about dropping $80 to have this experience. You're just, it's $20. Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Like, and that's so much more obtainable in this day and age of just like, yeah, I'm going to spend $15 on a game, and if it's not that great, oh well, it's $15 for.
Yeah, no,
80?
exactly, exactly. I am increasingly looking for experiences to have like this. So, like, if I could find this pipeline of really neat indie games to check out and explore and share to other people, I mean, this is probably what I should have been doing 5 years ago, you know?
And that's the thing. When it comes to that, the well is so deep to draw from.
Mhm.
Like, there's
I
so many experiences like this out there. Not
Yeah, and
like
that's
this, but in that category of $15, great 12-hour experience, super fun, super unique, cool.
And it's why we've been having so much fun, for example, with Repo and Peak and, all these other we call it friend slop games. I mean, I feel like friend slop is uh derogatory to
Oh,
what it
no.
is,
I
but
I
It
I
is.
think I think Friend Slop positive. Like Friend Slop, it's
Yeah.
fun, it's quirky, it's unique, it's a joke, not
Yes.
taking itself overly seriously. Like
Friend
Yeah.
slop
Yeah.
is a canvas you use to have fun with your friends.
there is slop in the Friend Slop category, but there's a lot of good in it too.
Right. Right. Shoot.
But
I feel like if we go any farther into this, we're gonna end up talking about what we wanna talk about next episode, so
yeah, let's save that for next episode because boy, we are living in interesting times and I'm exhausted by it.
So, do you guys have anything else you wanna cover? Anything else that you'd like to share, for this
I
episode, or do you want me to get us out of here?
I
You let me
actually
know.
did I actually did end up playing a game that I haven't played in a while. I streamed it
Oh?
actually. Uh, it was, Phasmophobia.
Oh,
I
got
guess
back
that
to
would
that,
be
huh?
another
Yeah.
friends slop kinda game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would.
Yeah, that was fun. I just wanted to bring that up. I was like, "Oh, you asked me what I did." I was like, "I didn't play any games." Like, I lied. I actually played Phasmophobia for, like, 4 hours."
And in that aspect, I've also been playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the remake, Evilist Chronicles, and it is a superb remake. It is extremely well done. The voice acting is S tier for a game that's pixel graphics, and it makes it very, very engaging than you would
Mhm.
expect. Very difficult, very hard. The job system's great. I could go on about this one a little bit, but I need to play it more. But I just want to say, worth your time, worth your investment. If you have any interest in Final Fantasy Tactics, try it.
Yeah, I don't know, really nothing else to cover. I'm just next time you guys see me, I will have this arm completely tattooed, so
Excited to see that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we'll have to see the update on that. I mean, with that, I'll get us out of here then, right? So,
Alrighty.
we are, double caked up on this Saturday morning. Thanks for tuning in today. If you liked hanging out with us, hit the follow button, rate us on your favorite podcast platform. You can find all of our links in the descriptions, so you can keep up with us that way. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that you know when we post, episodes or other items. And until next time, game on and sleep well.